Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another video. I have my lovely fiance Gabby recording me.
Olis.
So guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's very overcast today and very rainy. As you all know, it's September now, early September, so it's hurricane season is in full swing, so we get a lot of rain these days, so this is a perfect example of that. But I hope you're doing well. In this video, I want to talk about the phases of reopening in Cayman. As you all know, or hope you know, but if you don't know, it's okay. There are 5 phases.
That's why we're here.
There are 5 phases for reopening. We're currently in the state of phase 2. I have them on my phone because it's a lot to remember.
It's a lot of details.
But yeah, we're currently on phase 2, which is entitled Reduced Repatriation Restrictions. So it says, easing the monitoring of vaccinated travelers by removal of GPS monitoring allows CIG, which is the Cayman Island government, to access local impacts and build capacity to manage the increase in traveler volume anticipated with the opening of the borders in phase 3. Phase 3 is scheduled to be in effect on September 9th, but it's subject to achievement of 80% vaccination rate, which we're almost there. I think we're at 75%, so we're 5% off. The Premier and a lot of members of the new government have been encouraging Caymanians, workers here, residents here to get vaccinated, and that's continuing to happen. So hopefully we reach the 80% vaccination rate so we can begin with phase 3, which is entitled Limited Introduction to Tourism, which means basically says subject to 80% vaccination rate, the limited introduction of tourism during the slow season with some restrictions, including a flight slot management system, allows the Cayman Islands government to limit number of persons arriving. So that will hopefully come into effect on the 9th of September, but again, it's subject to the 80% vaccination rate.
So that means that there will be more commercial flights coming in the island.
Hopefully,
like they will be allowed, so that people will be able to have more choices to get into Cayman. People will still have to quarantine. If you're vaccinated, you will do 5 days. If you're not vaccinated, you have to do 14 days. Right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Phase 4 is the important one where it says reduce quarantine restrictions, and that is planned for the 14th of October. It says quarantine requirements will be removed for all securely verified vaccination travelers. So the key word is verified. They just announced that certain places will have verifiable documents in the States and the UK, but Canada is still...
We don't know that.
We don't know.
that. It's just, I guess it's very hard because not even one country has like a standard verification process for this. Like a lot of countries just gave a card of vaccination and that's it. So if there's nothing digital, there's nothing.
You need to be verified.
So, I guess what they want to do is just try to make sure that people is not buying these cards. Yeah, so they want to make sure that nobody's
falsifying travel document or the vaccination cards, because that's a big issue in a lot of places in the world.
In the States,
in Europe, everywhere in the world, there's a market for false vaccination cards, because obviously right now people need to show that they're vaccinated. So there's a huge market for this, and people buy them, unfortunately, to rely on a document to get in the country. So yeah, the thing is, the Cayman Islands government needs to verify these documents that you have. So that's an important issue to note. Also read on an article quite recently that the tourism minister has announced that 5 airlines have applied to travel to and from the island of Grand Cayman. That includes Southwest, American Airlines, United Airlines, Delta, and British Airways. So 5 airlines so far. I hope that WestJet and Air Canada, which are Canadian airlines, can also apply so they can resume flights from Grand Cayman to Toronto, which they did in the previous years. But that'll be we'll wait and see about that. So
Air Canada too, huh? Before?
Yes, I said Air Canada and WestJet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're waiting for those 2 companies to also apply, which I think they will, because there are a lot of Canadians who like to come down here to vacation, not just Americans, but Canadians, people from Europe and around the world. So
we're very excited that at least now the government is showing more proactivity on moving forward with the phases.
yeah.
And that so far they haven't had any negative thoughts on, oh, we're not gonna move forward to phase number 2, for example. They did it on the timing that was predetermined.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that keeps the same track for the rest of the phases.
Mm-hmm.
And after number 3, which is the resume of the commercial flights to come, babe, what's number 4? And when it starts?
Phase number 4 is titled Reduced Quarantine Restrictions. Planned for October 14th, 2021.
Yeah. So that basically will remove all quarantine time, which is the goal. You know,
For
like a lot of
verifies.
people would like to come and not have to quarantine based on your vaccination. You know that you're verified vaccinated. And you will be able to freely come here. And the only thing is that until phase 5 comes down, where if you have children traveling with you, you know, children at the moment are not being vaccinated because it's not approved yet. Mm-hmm. However, on phase 5, that's the main goal, like making sure that unvaccinated kids are able to come in with the adults that are traveling to Cayman. So that I think is going to be on November.
November 18th, it says.
November 18th.
It says unvaccinated children under the age of 12 will be allowed to travel with vaccinated adult tourists. And it says cruise tourism remains prohibited.
Yeah. So the cruise ships, I guess that will be
the new year.
Yeah, maybe next year. But we're very excited, you know, obviously also because we're planning our wedding, and of course that plays a big part of it, making sure our families are here for that special day. And the fact that we're moving forward is very exciting. Very good news for Cayman and the people who want to come and visit.
We'll have to wait and see, but hopefully all of these things can happen. And yeah, the last thing is, says welcome back. It says assessment continues of COVID-19 in the local and international contents to determine when and how to proceed with further relaxation restrictions, including for cruise tourism. So cruise tourism probably in the new year. Airlines coming soon.
Yay!
So hopefully, fingers crossed.
So yeah, guys,
Welcome.
we just wanted to give you a heads up and an update about how things are looking at the moment. For the meantime, we are hoping that we don't get any more storms.
Hopefully not. But hopefully not.
But yeah, we went to try to get a stove, but they're out of stock still.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't get any storms.
We will see. Anyways, thank you for watching as always, guys. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button. That helps a lot. And we will see you very soon in our next video. Keep up to date and stay safe, guys. Adios.
And if you have any questions as well, you can always comment down below. And Evan, of course, he will answer as soon as possible, guys. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Take care.